Okay, I'd like to say thank you to David Vogel for coming on. I want to just a little bit of information about David, that he started working in Hollywood in visual effects with the team that worked on the original Star Wars movie. He returned to New York in 1995 and spent 20 years in film and TV production, working on features, documentaries, music videos, and national TV commercials. And as a senior video editor at Charlex, he edited 100s of national TV commercials for all major Madison Avenue advertising agencies. So I just want to say thank you to David. He has been a huge help to the tri-state region of Master Networks. Thank you, David, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Welcome, everyone. Tina, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I assume everyone can hear me. Thumbs up, Tina. Yes. Okay, good. Everyone can hopefully see my slide. Yeah, I'm just grateful to be here. Number one, I'm grateful for all of you who got my messaging, who saw my videos, all the promotion about today. It means a lot to see so many familiar faces here on this call. And this is for you. I actually used to be petrified of public speaking, but now I love it. I love giving back. This is some new content. So this is all fresh stuff just for you guys. And my goal with this is to deliver value to all of you, that you could walk away from today's meeting, from this presentation, and put this to action right away. You don't need to hire anyone for this. You don't need to pay a dime to do this strategy. And I'm hoping it will provide you benefits in your business. And the one thing I will add, this is not only for business, you can use this strategy in your life personally. So let's jump into this. So Tina covered a lot of this, so I'm going to cruise right through this. For those of you who don't know me, David Vogel. Yes, I worked in Hollywood. I worked in special effects. Yes, I did hundreds of TV commercials in New York City for over 15 years. I'm a professional photographer and videographer, so if you have any questions about either of those, please reach out to me. Had a video marketing agency for 8 years in Westchester County and White Plains. I'm a video strategist. I look at video strategically for businesses. How do you leverage video to drive sales? Don't just create video to create video. One of the things that I talk a lot about, that you probably see me talk about in Master Networks, is doing video remotely using a smartphone. I have a brand called Remote Video Testimonials, where we capture video testimonials and profile videos using smartphones all over the country. And my passion project, many of you heard me talk about Heirloom, capturing the life stories of parents and grandparents. And again, leveraging that same technology, using smartphones to capture the stories of our loved ones as a legacy. And when I'm not doing any of that, you'll find me playing pickleball. So if you haven't discovered America's #1 fastest growing sport, come check it out. Ask me about that. But let's get into our content for today. Our agenda, I'm going to talk to you about how to get more sales and how video plays a role in that. Number two, I really want to kind of debunk and de-risk all those limited beliefs you have, what's holding you back from using video either personally or professionally. We're going to talk about some video basics just to get you more confident using your smartphone. And most of the strategies today are using your smartphone. Of course, you can use webcam on your computer. And we're going to talk about how to create videos that connect with prospects. And then I think this is finally, yes, talk about, it's not only just good to create this video content, but if you put it out there, how do you know that the person you're sending the video to is watching? We're going to talk about how you can spy on your prospects to know that they're watching your content and how to take action. All right, so I can't see everybody in this. I've kind of turned off that panel, but I would normally say by show of hands, who wants more sales? I think all of us have both hands up, right? So there's two avenues with how to get more sales, right? You have the option of getting more leads into your funnel. More leads will typically result in more sales. I want to focus on the other half of that equation, which is the leads that you do have in your sales funnel. How do you get more of them to convert to being customers? Okay, so this little video here represents your sales funnel, and you are losing leads at different points in your sales process. And typically that's happening because there's some level of confusion. Now, what you need is to create clarity at these points of confusion. And one of the easiest ways to create clarity is with video. Now, I encourage you all to look at your sales process at some point and look at where you're losing leads and think about, is there a video you can insert at that point in the sales process to build clarity? I'll give you an example. If you give a proposal or a quote to someone and you email to them and they go dark, well, there's some confusion in your proposal. You could create a video where you walk them through your proposal and help them understand what they're looking at. That's just one example. We won't have time to I don't have time right now to get into that, but that's kind of an example here. So we're talking about selfie videos, or what I call personalized video messages. And what I'm talking about is taking out your phone and making a video, not one video that you share to multiple people. So, you know, a video blog is a video you can shoot with your phone and you send it to the world. A video testimonial, like I did for Victor the other day, is a video that I shared with him that he can share with the world that you do with your smartphone. I'm talking about a video that is one-to-one, that you're creating that video to send to one person one time. Now, granted, you can do the other videos, but this is the kind of video we're going to be talking about today. It's a single video that you're making using your smartphone in a couple of minutes, and you're sending it out to that person. Now, I don't know about you, but this is kind of how I thought about shooting video, being in front of my smartphone and shooting video. We're all somewhat petrified or afraid of being in front of our smartphone and shooting video. And that's why I was a videographer, or am a videographer. I like to be on the other side of the camera. But I want to take this opportunity to kind of dispel some of the limiting beliefs we have. Now, some of you on this call might not have shot any video. Maybe you've never shot video with your smartphone. Maybe some of you have done it, but let's quickly go through some of the limiting beliefs that we have that are holding you back from fully leveraging the opportunity with video, one of the most engaging pieces of content. You don't like how you look. Well, you know, none of us like how we look on video. None of us like how we sound on video. But I want to change your perspective as you think about these videos. Just like on a sales call, you're on the call. It's not about you. It's about the customer. And the same thing goes to these videos. You're making these videos for them, to serve them, to deliver value. So get rid of, you know, your ego and all your issues and anxieties, and just have fun and be yourself just like you are in a Zoom call or in a client call or in your life. You don't have an expensive camera. Well, guess what? Every one of us on this call have a smartphone sitting right next to them, or they're using it right now, has amazing video capabilities, okay? My videos look bad. So for any of you who've not shot any video, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a reality check here. Your first video, it's gonna be bad. Just accept the fact it's going to be bad. But the more you do this and the more practice you take, I promise you it will get easier and they will get better. But the faster you get that first one out of the way, that less that's an issue. And for those of you who, hey, I don't know what to say, I need a script, or I want to look at a piece of paper, don't worry, you don't have to memorize. There are tons of free teleprompter scripts. I use it for most of my videos. If you saw the video promoting this event, it was done with a teleprompter. So don't be afraid. Use a teleprompter script. If you need answers on that, reach out to me afterwards. So let's get into some video basics here. If you have your phone handy and you're not using it, first thing I want to show you, number one, remember to clean the lens. Clean the lens. This is a camera, but it's also your phone. It's sitting in your pocket. It's sitting in your purse. It gets oils on it. It gets dirty. It's amazing how dirty the lens gets. Take a second to clean the lens. Number two, got to know how to hold the phone, right? So really quick, I'll go to my phone here. Let's go to video. You want to hold it kind of like the Kung Fu grip here. You want to slide it into your hand. You want your thumb right over the record button. I don't know if you can see it here, right over the record button, and you hold it with your pinky and your pointer finger on the top. And now you can do a selfie video just like that, okay? Now, if you don't want it to be in your hand and you want it kind of stationary, there's lots of camera support you can use. You can get a little selfie stick and put your phone in a little selfie stick like this. You can use a gimbal. I don't have it on right now, but you can use a gimbal like this, and you can use a gimbal to hold your phone. And for those of you who have nothing, but if you have, let me just show you one really quick thing, a quick little trick for all of you. If you have a binder clip that looks like this, hopefully it's in focus, there it is. You can attach this to the bottom of your phone and you have the world's smallest tripod. You put that on there, and now, if I can hold this without shaking my hand, you now have a tripod for your phone. You can put this anywhere you want. Lots of easy ways to hold your phone and keep it still. Now, when you have your phone, you want it at eye height. This is when you want to look your best, put it at eye height or slightly above eye height to get you looking your best. Next, you want to make sure you look at the camera lens. Now, many of us, when we're using our smartphone, we can see ourselves on the screen. We do this on our Zoom calls as well. Make sure you're looking at the camera lens. People connect with you better when they're looking in your eyes. And when you look in the camera lens, like I'm doing it right now, people connect better with you. So make sure you look at the camera lens and not at your image on the screen. Lighting in front of you. Make sure your light source, when you're shooting your videos, is directly in front of you if possible. Top light or rear light is not going to be good. You can use a window. You can use a sliding glass door as a great free light source. You can use your own lights. Framing. Make sure you frame yourself well in the frame. You don't want a lot of space between you and the top of the frames, like a small little space like you see with me right now. So if you're doing that on Zoom calls or when you're shooting your videos, make sure, otherwise you're like down here, kind of in the bottom of the frame. So also frame yourself, and then also be mindful of what's behind you. If you don't like what's behind you, granted, you're shooting with your phone, you can go anywhere. You can go outside, you can go to another room. Now, here's really kind of where it really matters. If my slides will keep going. Nope. Uh-oh, we have technology issues. Stand by, everybody. What's going on? Pardon me, everyone. Hold on. We are having technology issues. Oh, boy. My slide just froze up. All right, well, I'll tell you what it says while I'm trying to figure this out. But what it is you want to deliver value. Deliver value in your content. Super important. Give. Don't be afraid of giving. Don't give away all your secrets, but give value. Those videos will get you more branding because they're going to see you and hear you, build trust with people, and you want to be helpful. Now, I don't know why my slides have died. But
do you want to stop sharing and then go back to sharing and see if that works?
If I can. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see if this is working here. Okay, we're back. All right, so we'll continue. So actually, we'll just stay in this mode here. Hold on, let's go back to here. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so here with your videos, remember, perfection is not the goal here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Connection is the goal. Build connections, just like the bond method in Master Networks. Build connections with people. All right, how to create videos that connect with people. Here are some 4 pieces to the puzzle. Number 1, I talked about it. Make sure you're looking at that camera lens when you're shooting your video. That makes that connection with that person. If you're talking to someone and looking away from them, it's less engaging. If I did this presentation, I'm always looking over here, you're not as engaged as if I'm looking at you. Gratitude. Come from a place of, be heartfelt, be sincere, be genuine when you're sharing your content. Come from a place of sincerity. Don't be salesy in your videos. Be genuine. And of course, deliver knowledge, deliver value. Okay. So let's continue. Now, so you made this great video with your smartphone and you want to share it with people. Well, how do you know they've seen it and when to take the next action? Sure, you can shoot the video with your phone. You can text someone from your phone, but you have no idea when they saw it, if they saw it, how much they saw of it. So if you have the paid version of Vimeo, which is a video hosting platform, it does tell you when people watch it. It doesn't tell you much more than that, but there are plenty of video messaging platforms, many that you may be familiar with that are on the screen right now. I happen to use Vidyard. Probably many of you use Loom. All these both have a mobile app as well as a desktop version. So if you want to use your webcam, you certainly can. But this is what's cool about this. So here's Vidyard. On the left, you see all these videos I shot with my smartphone. And I know, because it's a video that's sent to one person, as soon as someone watches it, the software tells me that the person watched it. And you look on the right, the email that I'm getting sent that notifies me not only tells me that someone watched it, but it tells me how much they wanted. And as you can see here, this person, Nicole here, watched 100% of the video. So if you're sending a video out to someone, they watch 100%, that's a very highly motivated lead that's ready to move to the next step. And that gives you your opportunity to follow up with them, either with another video, a phone call, an email. So it's really good to not only have this really valuable one-to-one video content, but know when they're watching and how to take the next step. So That pretty much brings me to the end. I'm probably way over, Tina, so I apologize for that. Any of you who are on this call live with me, if you want to know more about this strategy, you have questions about video, you want me to look at video and give you some feedback, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you and support you. I'll put the link in the chat. And then here's my contact information. If you want to learn anything about my brand, you can take a snapshot of the screen. And I'm happy to help you in any way possible. Again, this is not about me. I want to serve you guys and get value out of this. Hopefully you see how you can create video in your business. That's all I got. I hope you found value in this. I really encourage you all to shoot video using your smartphone. Don't be afraid. It's a very powerful tool that can help you with your sales process. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who came here to support me. It really means the world to me. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, David. And it looks like Tina's frozen. So does anybody have any? Oh, we do have some questions. We'll go to a couple of Q&A before we wrap up here. Dustin, you have a question for David?
Hey, David, thanks for the invite for today. Do appreciate it. My question is, I know that Canva has a mobile app for shooting videos. What is your feedback on that? And what is your feedback on creating a YouTube channel and shooting video for driving business?
Great question, Dustin. I'm not Canva's great. You know, I have all the professional Adobe tools, so I don't really use Canva. I think it's great for all of you who are not you know, have those graphic tools. If you can do it with Canva, go for it. Use whatever tool you can. YouTube, videos that you're doing with this strategy, whether they're going on your website, you're sending them via text or email. I prefer using other platforms other than YouTube, because when you play a YouTube video, it drives traffic back to YouTube. So I'm not saying don't use YouTube. YouTube is the #2 search in the world. Put your videos there. But as it relates to your website or sending people to watch your videos, you want to drive them to your website.
Oh, thank you, Manuela.
Yeah, I think you're right about it, because YouTube is a platform to share videos with a larger audience. But like, I think the point that David was making is to like think about these videos as the email message, but it's a video message. It's just as simple as that. The only question I have is, normally, you know, when people are not expert users with an iPhone, they might not really check what kind of format they're shooting at. And maybe by accidentally can shoot like a 4K 10 minutes video. And that becomes like a nightmare to send an email with that size. So can you recommend some other platforms that you can actually just shoot the video from your desktop so that that missing link of transferring the footage becomes more seamless?
Yeah, great question, Manuela. And yeah, so the apps that I shared earlier, like Loom and Vidyard, you can shoot in whatever format. I mean, granted, you don't want to be shooting in 4K, so definitely shoot 1080p. And I recommend you shoot horizontally and not vertically, unless your videos are going to TikTok or Instagram only. Shoot vertically, shoot 1080p. And those platforms, just like YouTube, are resolution respondent. So when you upload the video and someone's watching it, it will up or down res the video so that it's the right format for people to consume it.
Stephanie?
Yeah, David, you talked about a teleprompter script, a free one. What app would that be?
Let's see. The one I use, I can either text me or email me. The one I use, I'll show it on my screen here. If it shows, it's that orange one right there called Teleprompter. If you just remember it's being orange, there's tons of free ones. You can use whatever you want. It's free. I have the paid version. It's fantastic.
Great.
You can get ones for your phone. Yep.
David, thank you so much. You've helped me for so many years now, and I truly appreciate you. But I do have a quick question. The purpose of doing the one-on-ones, is that inviting them? And is that with the video, inviting them, thanking them for the face-to-face? Why would I send you a one-on-one video? And is it through text or email or both?
Both. You can send it through both. The great thing in an email is you can have that little GIF, that animated GIF video clip in your email. So they see that it's a video of you and they'll click on it. So that's a great option when you email it. You can also text it. Here's the thing is, if I send to you a message, hey, Nancy, I just made this quick video message for you. Check it out. You're going to open and look at it. It's much more engaging That's how you want to share it with people, if that makes sense.
Okay, Michael, you're muted.
Sorry, Tina. David, I have a quick question. I'm a novice to this. I want to add video to my insurance agency. I've heard TikTok is possibly a way, but what is your feelings about that, since it is probably one of the most, viewed video platforms in the world?
So you want to be posting your content where your audience is. So if your audience is on TikTok, then post on TikTok and you can shoot vertically. I haven't, really pushed TikTok that much. I would try it. I've heard a lot of success stories with people in business where TikTok is actually getting them some attention. So if you have some really valuable content to share, the best thing you do is test and measure. So go for it.
Joanne?
Yeah, thank you. This was amazing. Are people, like you said, to follow up with another email once you see that they have seen the video with another video or something? Are people used to, at this point, knowing that they're being tracked, like watching the videos being tracked? And do you mention that in the follow up? Like, I saw that you saw I noticed you saw my video. Like, how do you follow up? What phrase do you use to follow up?
You don't want to be creepy. It's just a trigger for you, just like, AI, with, people opening your emails or people, downloading your lead magnets. Victor talked about lead magnets. You want to know when they're doing it, because that's when the fire is hot. So it's just happy coincidence.
Oh,
hey,
yeah?
David, I was thinking about you. Wasn't sure if you saw my video. I'd love to reconnect. Oh my God, I just saw your video.
A lot of us know, though, that there's tracking. So that's okay. So it's totally cool.
Don't put a magnifying glass on it. Use it to your benefit. People, yes. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Manuela, you have another question?
Yeah, I just wanted to add an observation in the spirit of serving, that one great way to use these videos is if you're having a conversation with someone in the business and you then share a proposal, but you know that maybe the decision maker was not in the room in the meeting, because if they receive just a proposal as a document, they're going to be not engaged because they haven't met you. So in order to share also with that other person, then you make this video so they will feel like they're participating, and you're much higher chance of, getting the deal. And it has happened to me a couple of times. So
right. Thanks, Manuela. Nancy?
Great presentation. Quick question, please. What would you use to clean the lens? Do you spray whatever it is on a cloth?
You don't have to be that.
Spray it on the lens.
You can use your shirt. You can use a lens tissue, a cloth, a tissue. It doesn't really matter.
But not
don't use no sandpaper. No sandpaper.
No. But not a cleaner. The kind that they sell in Staples.
No, you can, but to be shooting these videos on the fly. This is something you're doing literally 2, 3, 4 minutes, and it's gone. Like, you don't want to make this be a big production, or you'll never do it.
Okay,
you're right.
That's the whole point here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so David, I just shot some video content and put it up on Instagram and my Facebook page, and the feedback that I was getting is that I was using it more or less like this, and I should have been doing it like this. So when is the right angle to be used?
So for most cases, you're going to be shooting horizontally. Most people want to shoot vertically. Instagram or TikTok are the places where it would come into play. If you're only sharing it there, then you can do vertically. But if you're going to be sharing it everywhere, then you're going to have to go horizontal. It's less ideal for Instagram, but you have to kind of go to the common denominator there.
So Facebook as well, same way, like this?
Yeah, I mean, typically, if you saw my content, typically I'll actually do square video. So I'll take a video I shoot horizontally, and I'll make it square, which is the cross section between a vertical video and a horizontal video.
Gotcha.
So you're saying long ways. You're saying long ways, not this way, Dustin. Long ways.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Joanne, last one.
Yeah. Okay. You said that we could have YouTube channels, but these videos that you taught us today are very personal. They would not end up in the YouTube channel, right? We create different ones, maybe with the same kind of freestyling, but okay. Yeah.
So in your business, you're not only making these kind of videos, you're also making video content for your website, for your YouTube channel, for social media. This is just one piece to help you specifically with your sales process, to build trust to deliver value, to help build that bond like we do in Master Networks with a prospect. The more they see you and hear you, the more they'll like you and trust you. Okay.
And that's brilliant, because I don't think a lot of us have been doing that with a video. It's new to
most
me
people are
to
not
use
doing
video
this.
for that.
Yep. Think of it as like a video voicemail message or a video note card to someone. The more genuine and heartfelt and authentic you are, the more they will connect with you on a deeper, more meaningful level.
Okay, great. David,
David Vogel has a question.
David.
I do have a question that I was going to ask something else, but it was already answered. And just that last question was perfect. So I'm just going to preface my question with this. So I'm actually using video right now in a direct marketing program embedded with a dimensional piece using a QR code. And instead of including any letter or anything like that, we're using the QR code to have a video message from the business development executive to the targeted prospect. My question to you now is this then. How would you propose communicating that this is not some sort of a viral, or I shouldn't say viral. It's just like, here's a link to a video, but it's really like spam and leading you to something else that could, penetrate your security of your network infrastructure, because people are really concerned about opening up links and things like that. So, what would you say to that?
Yeah, so that's why I kind of stay away from like using bit.ly links. I'm using reputable platforms, and you have to have that level of trust, right? So if you're doing it as part of a cold calling strategy, people might be more reluctant. But if you say, hey, listen, this link is going to take you to a video on our website, so it's a website URL link that it's going to, people will be a little bit more willing to click on that link. But if it's some weird thing, then yeah, that could be a little scary. I mean, that's going to happen. Lots of people won't click for that very reason, but you have to hope for, make sure you set it up clearly that this is what it is. Don't kind of bait and switch, if you would.
Well, David, you said something about a GIF.
Yes. So with like Vidyard, I'll try to remember to maybe I can send one to somebody so they could see it. But when you do this with like Vidyard, I can take the video that's now on Vidyard's platform, and when I put it in and I cut and paste it into an email, it has the GIF already with it with a little clip. So when people see that GIF of you talking and you're like, hey, I made this video message for you, people are more apt to open it.
Okay, got it. All right, David, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry we ran over, everybody. Appreciate your time. Thanks for staying a few minutes longer. And Stephanie, do you have last minute words, or we're gonna?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to David. I did have a question. So because of that, David, would you recommend more use of texting the video to someone versus emailing? So if you have their cell phone, you should text the video to them.
I prefer texting it only because the open rate of text messages is like 99.5% and emails like 15%. It's going to go to spam or whatever. So you could even do a combo where you send a text and say, hey, listen, I sent you an email with a video I made for you. Again, if you sorry, my camera will come back in a second. When you make a video message specifically for someone and you tell them, I made this video for you, they're going to be very apt to open it. And that's why these are so powerful. And you can use these as thank yous. I can make it be a thank you. It could be, you had a face-to-face with someone in Master Networks. Send them a video thank you. That's a selfie video like we're talking about here. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David. Rob, can you stop the recording? Please don't forget to save the chat.